What's up fellas, Platon Terror here. So, I was thinking of making this series for a long time boys, and now I finally made my mind. There are a lot of guides on YouTube which show you how to find this item, how to do this quest, etc. But there are some things that you need to understand as a new player or intermediate player that you might not have thought of before. With that being said boys, I decided to make a series on how to generally improve as a player in Tarkov. So with that out of the way, let's start with the mindset you must have. Tarkov is a cruel game and does not hesitate to show it to you, man. Your first raids are gonna be hell on earth, especially if you're new in a late wipe environment where you're gonna get your ass kicked, I'm sorry. Especially if you do not know what you're doing. You know how this goes, man. Yeah, you definitely do. But after some raids, you think you're getting better. Suddenly you realize you keep dying to a random dude, and you thought he was camping. Maybe he was, or maybe you became a better player with handling guns, but you still don't understand how the game works. I definitely reached a point where I thought I was invincible and started getting cocky. Well, it led to some crazy firefights for sure, but all of a sudden I did a mistake there. Now guys, I want you to pause the video for a bit and try to guess what it was. If you do pause the video, I would love to see your comments on what you thought my mistake was. Yeah, I'm really eager to hear what you think guys. Do leave a comment please. If you guessed I was reckless, that will be the maybe wrong answer, who knows. But if you guessed I was not leaving any room on myself for improvement, that will be the correct answer, man. I managed to become a killing machine who could kill like 8 PMCs in a raid, and that happened constantly, so I thought all good. However, this summer, man, I had to stop playing due to working many hours, and I prefer to chill with some music or a single player game or an MMO, something to pass the time, chill, after work. When I returned after 5 months, man, a lot has changed with the game. New patches and all that, you know how it goes. Well, my point is here, don't be the guy who goes like, yeah, that guy was camping, like the example I was talking about before. I mean, are you sure he wasn't stalking you? Are you sure you did not attract people due to the noises you made, like a gunshot? And you did not reposition, like you're standing 6 minutes in the same spot, dude? Are you sure you checked all possible corners? Are you sure you did not hear him? I mean, he could be walking, but you could not be paying attention, and otherwise you could have heard the guy coming. And you're like, he heard you crystal clear, or because you was moving where there are good chances that there's a player there, Well, back then when I was playing, I forgot that before the break I was doing all these things on automatic mode. And now, I forget sometimes to check a corner. I mean, boys, watch this clip from a live stream I did last day. You are gonna love it, trust me. S-Wing, I kinda want to get out, mind you. But let's go big dig. I realized I was out of my game. I was rusted. I did not approach things like I used to. Not to mention skills, but whatever. Anyways, Tarkov is a good game, and you're gonna die a lot. learn from these mistakes that led you to your death. Keep track of every place you got shot from. Who knows, you might realize people are generally in that area at the start of the map, in custom side, let's say in the customs map. You will eventually get better, boys, as long as you want to improve. We've all been under gear fear, but man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Gear comes and goes, man. Really. Sometimes you earn 5 million profit, and the next day you lose 7 million profit, only to gain 9 million profit that very next day. You will realize you are getting better at PvP, and suddenly solo feels like a child's play, and you can play like a streamer you admire, who knows. By the way, did I mention streamers? There are a lot of big streamers in the Tarkov community like Green, Bestily, Smoke, Veritas, Ghost Freak, if you enjoy PvP. Each one of them is great in this game, but you have to realize that each and every one of them has a different playstyle. Find the playstyle you like to play and watch streamers who have a similar playstyle to yours, and don't be afraid to ask questions. They are willing to help. You know, you get better at this game, man. Well, as long as you are open to other opinions, as long as you are sure you know the mechanic you are talking about, how it works, if something changed last patch, you know, you have to keep yourself up to date. Tarkov is evolving and every patch is changing things, either for good or worse. Do note that the game still has issues and sometimes it might feel unplayable. I mean, man, it really feels unplayable. What can you do? In the next episode, we are gonna be getting more into the actual game regarding maps and movement. I think it's far more important to keep a right mindset before aiming to become a good player. You know, in Tarkov, man, you try to constantly learn, because that will not make you a good player. That will make you a master. Also folks, I'm live streaming on Twitch, link will be in the description below. Do note I try to have a schedule, but I'm trying to fix it due to real life stuff. Usually I start streaming between 2 PM with 3 PM UTC +2. Generally I post on my Facebook page and Discord channel if something gets cancelled, so be sure to keep an eye out there as well. That'll be all. So long fellas, have a good one and a beautiful day. Blood and Terror out.